Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is February the 3rd, 2018. This is our daily cryptocurrency market snapshot where we are giving you the news according to the charts, trying to recap and tell you all the things that we are noticing on these cryptocurrencies charts and try to give you guys a gist of what exactly occurred on yesterday compared to what our analysis was from our video. Okay, now we are not giving you investment advice because we are not investment advisors, but rather we are giving you price predictions, price forecasts, to where we are analyzing these charts without using indicators, without using patterns, shapes, anything like that. We don't have some expensive software that we utilize. We just look at the price bars and the volume to tell you all where we are noticing that price is likely to go. Because if you guys haven't noticed by now, if you're new to this channel, the market speaks to us all through price bars and volume. All the other indicators, whether they're lagging indicators or predictive indicators, they always get their information from the price bars and the volume. So that's where they derive their indication. Is if without the price bars and the volume, you guys will not have the rest of these indicators. So if you can just erase all these indicators from off your chart and understand what the price bars and the volumes mean, then you guys will maintain profitability without having all of that confusion placed on your chart. Okay, so our video yesterday, we told you all that we were seeing probable precursors of strength on a lot of these altcoins, and that today's trading day, the bar needs to close above yesterday's close in order for us to know that the buyers are at least in the market, supporting the market to where these cryptocurrencies are trading. And I can tell you all that today, as I'm doing this video, the market is supporting itself. The market is seeing a lot more buyers than sellers, as the market is trading a lot lower than what it was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, now as I look on this website, you guys can definitely tell that the market is still kind of stagnant from yesterday. I think about $25 billion came into the market on today. Bitcoin dominance is back down to 34.5%. Yesterday was at 35.3. So overall, the market is still trading sideways. Consolidation is still being known or seen across the spectrum for the cryptocurrency space. Okay, but as I scroll down, you all can also see that Bitcoin is up, Ethereum is up, all these altcoins are up in today's trading, which is what we wanted to see when we saw that probable precursors of strength. A lot of these altcoins are trading in the green today, which is a positive thing to see. But again, the market overall on the daily price chart is still giving us a downturn. So we're not out the woods yet. But if you guys are an avid trader, you guys can definitely trade these particular short days, swing trades, to where you can grab some quick profits as the market shortly moves higher, but then gets more stockpile, then moves lower, so you just sell out in your position. But nevertheless, the market is still giving us a lot of green today on this website. Okay. And Bitfinex is still acting up today, so I might not even be able to go into Bitfinex website again. So I might just go ahead and use TradingView website to go ahead and give our analysis for you all. And that's how powerful this language is that we can use any chart. As long as it gives us price bars and volume, we'll be able to give you all our analysis. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get started with Bitcoin first. So as you guys can see, Bitcoin is up 2.45%. Last trade was at $9,110. Make this chart bigger. So again, you guys can definitely tell that the buyers came into the market. A lot of the selling that occurred, it's not being shown today. A lot lighter volume, could be due to the weekend. A lot of the institutional investors are not participating in today's move. But nevertheless, you guys can still tell that we are getting stockpiled on the bar. So Bitcoin can still move lower. 3-hour bar for Bitcoin. Again, you guys can definitely tell that resistance came in around $9,400, preferably about $9,450. And then the market is currently moving lower on the 3-hour bar. So hopefully Bitcoin can find support right here around $9,000. especially if this bar closes lower than previous bar. We're still expecting Bitcoin to move lower in the short term. We're expecting $9,000 to hold that support, but that might not be the case. The market could definitely move lower than that. Could come down to $9,031 on the 3-hour chart. The 1-hour chart, though, is still giving us more confirmation of precursors of weakness. So in the short term, we're still looking for Bitcoin to move lower. Like I said, $9,000 in or around that area can be the low, or it can come to the high of this price bar, $9,080. Okay, so keep that in mind. But currently our analysis is for Bitcoin to move lower in the short term. Okay, but then it will find support and bounce higher and move higher from that support area. So now we are going to move on to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 3.96%. Last trade was $959.69. So again, the market did start off the trading day lower, just like it did with Bitcoin, came all the way down to $850 again, found that support area back here. And now the market was able to recover and came and hit resistance at $1,000. And now we're still getting stockpile in Ethereum at this time, just like with Bitcoin. So nothing pretty much changed between the two of them. The market came all the way up to 1,000, got hit twice or got rejected twice at $1,000 in the market, and now is trending a little lower. So we're still expecting Ethereum to move lower until it finds support, just like with Bitcoin. Okay, 1-hour bar for Ethereum, you guys can still tell that the market at least is trading sideways. So we're looking for area of support that Ethereum will come and touch and then move higher. It might come down to this particular low of $948, but definitely the market is giving us more precursors of weakness, and we're still expecting Ethereum to move lower until it finds support. And a quick look, it could come down to this particular low, but definitely could move lower than that. So keep that in mind. So now let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin Cash. You guys can also tell that they're up 4.51%. Last trade was $1,251. Daily price chart for Bitcoin Cash gives you the same picture, just like with Ethereum. Bitcoin, the market started out moving lower early in trading, but it overcame a lot of the selling that we saw yesterday and was able to currently close above the close from yesterday. Okay, so currently, even though this bar is not completed on the daily bar, please be aware that the market is still getting stockpiled. So our analysis can change due to the fact that we are seeing stockpile come in on these bars right now. So 3-hour bars for Bitcoin Cash. The market was able to come here towards 1320, and that's where we receive a lot of the selling coming to market. That's why the market is currently giving us a push to go down bar. Even though this 3-hour bar is not completed, we still got about an hour and 45 minutes left. Hopefully it will find support towards this high, but if not, it could definitely come all the way back down to $1,200, in or around $1,200. Okay, let's give you that as a general price area. Now if $1,200 will not hold, then the next area would be $1,150, in or around that area. But definitely 3-hour bars is giving us precursors of weakness right now. Looking at the 1 hour for Bitcoin Cash, stockpile came in towards on this 1-hour bar, push to go down. So we're still in a precursors of weakness mode right now for Bitcoin Cash. Next, we need to wait until it finds support. It could find support back here on these particular low 1-hour bars, and then it can move higher from there, or it could come all the way back down to 1220, right? Or it could come lower than that. But if it goes lower than that, it's going to take a lot more volume. So just keep that in mind. Next on the list is going to be Ripple. Ripple is up 4.11%. Last trade was 93 cents. Again, we're getting stockpiled on the daily price chart for Ripple. So that means that we're not necessarily out the woods yet for these cryptocurrencies. Ripple was able to come all the way up to $1.02. That's where it received a lot of the stockpile. 3-hour bars for Ripple will show us a better picture of what occurred as Ripple came up to $1.02. Stockpile came in, and we're still getting stockpile on the 3-hour bar, and especially if this current 3-hour bar closes below this close, then the downward move is still in motion for Ripple. Hopefully it could find support around the high of this bar, which was a 92 cents in or around that area. But if not, it might come all the way back down to 85 cents as well. Okay. So now let's go ahead and look at Litecoin. Litecoin is up 15.93%. Last trade was $153.33. Daily price chart for Litecoin, you guys can definitely tell that we have a lot more interest in higher price in Litecoin than the other altcoins that we've done our analysis for thus far. Market came all the way up to 160, acted as resistance. That's why we're getting stockpile currently on this daily price bar for Litecoin. But the spread of the bar is telling us that the interest in higher prices is there, considering all the other altcoins that we reviewed so far. 3-hour price bar for Litecoin. Again, market came all the way up to $166.40. Currently, we're getting weakness. Hopefully, support can be around $150. That's going to be imperative that Litecoin find support around that area. So we're still expecting the market to move lower until we find support. Now, if this bar closes towards the low of the bar, then definitely we're expecting Litecoin to move lower. It might need to come all the way down to $145. Okay, so now that's only short term. Okay, we're not necessarily expecting the market to come all the way back down to 120, but definitely we're expecting the market to find support somewhere and then from there move higher. So now we're looking at Dash. Dash is up 5.29%. Last trade was $626.50. Daily price bar for Dash, again, we're getting confirmation of our probable precursors of strength bars on all of these cryptocurrencies. So that's a good sign to at least see the market trade sideways, and it might even go higher on tomorrow's trading. Okay. Dash, same way, we're getting some stockpile currently, but with all indications, the market is definitely giving us more precursors of strength overall. We're getting more precursors of strength in the market as a whole. Okay. Especially since the volume is a lot lighter for all the altcoins, including Dash. It's telling us that the selling for the meantime has been slacking off. Okay. So now we're looking at the 3-hour bars for Dash. Market came all the way up to $646 twice. Got hit with sellers. Market is now trending a little lower. Hopefully it's going to find support right here around $620. Okay, if not, Dash will definitely move lower. I'm gonna look at the 1-hour bar real quick. So again, looking at the 1-hour bar for Dash, we are getting precursors of weakness as it trades around $640. We're getting a lot of stockpile, a lot of weakness. We are noticing that the buyers are trying to maintain price above 620. That's going to be imperative for Dash to continue to move higher in price. If it breaks 620, then expecting the market to move back down towards $615 to even $610. Okay, that's the first initial area that we will be looking for in Dash moving lower. And as you guys can tell, the volume has been slacking off, or has been minimized as these 1-hour bars has been created, and that is giving us another indication that interest around $640 is being rescinded. Non-interest is being seen as the volume is dropping off at that price. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. But definitely we're waiting for these cryptocurrencies, including Dash, to find support and then move higher. Okay, so now let's take a look at Neo. Neo was up 1.04%. Last trade was $122.60. So this is Neo on the daily price chart. We're getting a lot of action, meaning the width of the price bar today. Market came all the way down to 107, went all the way up to $130. Now we're getting the market to come back towards the open of today's bar. 3-hour bar for Neo. Let's take a quick look. So even on the 3-hour bar, the market is giving us precursors of weakness, precursors of strength bars. So it's just a lot of undecisiveness going on right now. In NEO, the market is just consolidating right there in between 120 all the way up to $130. That's what's going on right now in NEO. Okay. Now the market on the 1-hour bar, let's take a quick look. Definitely we're getting precursors of weakness. The market, like I said with Dash, is trying to keep price above $122, maybe even 120. The market is trying to keep above that price area, and if it cannot, then NEO will be moving lower. And currently we're definitely getting more precursors of weakness as NEO trades around $130 to $125. So our analysis is for them to move lower. We did give you those initial price areas. It can move lower than that, okay, but definitely we're getting precursors of weakness. So that's the first movement that we're looking for these cryptocurrencies to do, is to move lower and then catch support and then move higher. Okay, so now let's take a look at Monero. Monero is up 5.12% last trade, $248.98. So Monero had a very wide price bar yesterday. Today the market is at least telling us that the buyers are in control. The market started out lower today in trading, but was able to overcome the selling in the market. Let's see, went all the way up to $258. Quick look at the 3-hour bar for Monero. So again, pretty much like with NEO, Monero just trading sideways. Resistance came in at $260. Support for Monero, I need to get a better look at it on the 1-hour. So look on the 1-hour bar for Monero. You guys can tell that resistance is around 260. Support is around $245. So keep that in mind. We're still expecting Monero to move lower. We're getting a lot of precursors of weakness as it trades around $260 to $250. So we're still looking for Monero to move lower just to catch support and then move higher. So like I said, if $245 will not hold that support, then the next area that Monero could come to is 240. Okay, in or around that area. If that will not hold, then definitely $230 will be another area that can hold as support for Monero. So the last one for today is Cardano. ADA up 13.64%. Last trade was at 45 cents. Daily price bar for ADA. You guys can definitely tell that we're definitely getting stockpiled on the bar right now. The market was still overcome by the buyers, so that's why the market was able to move all the way up to 51 cents today. 3-hour bars for Cardano. Again, you guys can see where the market came all the way up to 52 cents. We didn't get the initial response of a precursors of weakness bar in Cardano, but definitely you're expecting the market to at least trade sideways. 44 cents needs to hold that support. If it doesn't, it will be moving lower. Okay, it might come all the way back down to 42 to 41 cents initially, but if we get a lot more volume, then it can go all the way back down to 36 cents or even 38. Okay, because on this last 3-hour bar, we just didn't get the follow through or the volume to tell us that there's interest in higher prices right now. So we're still expecting ADA to move lower in the short term. 1-hour bar, you guys can definitely tell that we're not getting volume on these 1-hour bars. The market is not being receptive to higher prices. Every time it comes up to 48 cents, it moves lower or we get more stockpile. So we're looking for ADA to move lower, hopefully to find support at 44 cents, but if not, it can move lower than that. So keep that in mind. Okay. So that's all we have for today, February the 3rd, 2018. And just to give you guys a quick recap of what we are noticing on these charts today, we are noticing in the short term, we are noticing precursors of weakness bars, so we're still expecting the market to move lower in the short term. That can mean between the next 1 to 6 to 9 hours, we're expecting the market to move lower to find support. So we're not jumping into the market until we know that we found support again in these cryptocurrencies, okay? Because we're getting precursors of weakness right now. Now, long term, we are noticing on the daily price bars, buyers come in the market. So long term, we're still looking for the market to move higher, but we have to overcome these precursors of weakness bars that we're noticing on the charts first. If we cannot do that, then we're still in the woods. The market at best will just continue to consolidate, trade sideways for a couple of days, and then move lower once again. So keep that in mind. So that's all I have for today. Everyone, appreciate the new subscribers, everyone who watches our channel diligently. Hopefully you guys are understanding and noticing some of the differences between the market moving higher and how we can forecast and predict where prices are likely to go. Okay, everyone stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.